Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mick and Merry Bookmas. We're going book shopping today. This is the one personal book shopping outing I'm allowing myself for like the next month because odds are I'm gonna be getting some books for Christmas. So I need to stop buying them for myself before I happen to buy something that somebody has already bought for me. That being said, though, we're gonna buy some stuff. I'm primarily on the hunt for some Christmas books. I have a couple in mind, and I'm not 100% sure how successful this is gonna be in terms of finding the ones that I want to find. We'll be finding that out together. I'm really not confident in this, but first of all, I'm reading Snowed In on my Kindle right now, and so that's kind of like if I happen to see it, I think I'll get it because I'm liking it enough so far that I would like having a physical copy of it, but it's not a need because I do have it on Kindle, and same goes with the first book in its interconnected standalone situation. That book is also on Kindle Unlimited, so I don't have to get either of those physically. It would just be kind of fun if I could find them. But I also have a couple others in mind that I'm really thinking about getting. I'm just gonna have to see because the first place I'm starting is Half Price Books. I'm currently home for Thanksgiving with my parents, and my parents live in like the North Texas DFW area, and there are a lot of Half Price Books in this area, but they moved recently, and I just mapped to like the closest Half Price Books, so I've never been in this one before, so I first of all don't know how big it is. It might be really small, not sure. And I also just don't know what their selection is like because some are definitely stronger than others in terms of their inventory. So we will be finding that out together, seeing what their stock is like. And then I just looked up to see if there were any fun and unique bookstores nearby here that I've never been to because again, they moved. I've never really spent a lot of time in this area. And it seems like there's a cute little indie bookstore like another 15 minutes down the road. So I think I'm gonna go there afterwards. But I just figured I would start here because if you are unfamiliar with Half Price Books, it's a secondhand bookstore and usually have a decent selection of more popular books. Sometimes they do stock some newer books, just like slightly discounted, and then they have quite a few older books that are like heavily discounted, more in like the $8 to $12 range depending, but I don't know. I'm not feeling the most optimistic about this. I'm actually really feeling like I'm gonna strike out, but we'll just have to see what happens. So we're gonna start here, find as many as I can that are on my list for half price, and then potentially go to a cute bookstore down the road. And then also depending on my success at both of those places, we might continue the bookstore adventures tomorrow if I can't find the ones I'm looking for. So we'll see. We'll just have to play it by ear, see how this all plays out, but I'm very excited. Oh, also, I didn't say, I'm looking for holiday books primarily, obviously, but I also think I'm gonna do a little browsing, just like general browsing, to see if I can find things that could be Christmas presents for friends and family. So we might do a little bit more general shopping as well. I'm specifically looking for holiday books because Lord knows I don't need to add more to like my general physical TBR, unless I find something in there that I've really been looking for that's really discounted. No, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see how much self-control I have. Let's go ahead and go in there and get started. I don't think I've ever struck out harder. Hey, small, not very well stocked. They had like 3 holiday books and crowded. So I fear we're moving on. So on to the next. I walked into a very cute, very festive, giant Christmas flea market festival situation that I was not expecting, and it was right in front of the bookstore that I was going to, that I've never been to before, but that looked really cute and was really cute. But because of that, there were more people there than I was expecting would ever be present at an indie bookstore at 4 p.m. So yeah, that was so overwhelming, but this was one of the books that I was looking for today, so I count that as a win. It is Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan. It is really short. I think it would probably be categorized as a novella or short story. I'm not sure, but I know that it's set in Ireland in the 1980s, and it's supposed to be deeply powerful and moving and challenging because it's about a man that witnesses something and he has to decide if he's going to do something about it or speak out about it in a town that's like controlled by the church in Ireland in the 1980s. Extremely interesting premise, super short read, supposed to be deeply emotional. I'm intrigued. I want to try and do more literary fiction, so I'm curious about this. That being said, though, I do still need to find my other holiday books that I want to read this season, and both of the stores that I went to today did not have a good selection. selection, or at least they didn't have the books that I was hunting for. So I'm gonna have to go back out tomorrow, I think. I really want to try going to some bookstores more in the Dallas region of DFW because there's one bookstore I've never been to that I want to go to, and then I'd love to go to the Flagship half price books because I always go to her when I'm home and I always have luck there. So I don't know. That was just pure chaos. Anyways, I'm gonna go back out tomorrow. We're gonna try our best to find the books I'm looking for. So I will talk to you when I head back out tomorrow, probably. Hi, it's the next day. I'm in a different car, alternating between my parents' cars for this, and I'm in Dallas because yesterday was really tragic and it was clear to me that I needed to come to the old stomping grounds for better luck. So fingers crossed, because I just pulled up to the Flagship half price books, and to be honest with you, this parking lot is packed. That's fine, I'll survive. I just really hope that means that their holiday book stock is not picked over. The thing is, there's a lot of holiday books on Kindle Unlimited, so I really don't need them to have like a lot. I just would really like to walk away with just one holiday book. And then I've decided, especially on this first stop, I know I said yesterday I was gonna kind of be looking for like gifts and things for friends and family, but I think specifically I'm going to look at their coffee table books. My friend Crystal, I think, would really appreciate a coffee table book, and I've been looking for one for her at all thrift stores as I've been holiday gift shopping, but she literally said this week when I saw her that she wants a coffee table book, so I'm gonna look at their coffee table books. And I think I'm also going to look at just like the romance book selection and potentially get one as a stocking stuffer for my mom. And then unless I see something like amazing for like Maddie or my friend Kat, who are my two biggest reader friends, I don't think I'll be getting anything else, but can't hurt to look. So at least I'm not just going for holiday books, looking at their entire selection. I'm gonna do a little bit of browsing and we're gonna see what we can find. Fingers crossed that luck today is better because yesterday was not good. But also I wanted to say, I did some research into the books that I was looking for yesterday because I kind of just went in blind. I just knew two of the books that I was looking for. One of them is a new release, which I didn't know when I added it to my TBR on Goodreads, but it's called The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year by Allie Carter. And unfortunately, it's a new release, so it's only out in hardcover, and they don't stock it at Barnes & Noble, which makes me really doubt they're gonna have it stocked here or anywhere else. So not feeling ideal about finding that one. And then the other one, there's a chance it could be here, or I think what I'm gonna do after this, depending on what the luck is like here, there's a new bookstore in the Dallas area that actually Sarah and Destiny went to when it first opened, or like before it opened, to help promo it. It's called Blush Bookstore, so I think I would like to go there today as well. I think there's a chance that they could have really good like holiday romance selection and the books I'm looking for. Like there's one book in particular that I would really like to own. All the rest I'm fine with buying on my Kindle or just reading on Kindle Unlimited, but there's one book that I'm really looking for, and I have my hopes up. So if they don't have it at Blush, I might go to Barnes and get it. We'll see. I might be going to 3 bookstores today. Anyways, I've been talking for too long. Let's go ahead and go inside, brave the crowds, and find some books. We're going to Blush. Genuinely pure chaos in there, but it was so cute. That was really, really cute. It had so much good stuff. It was so Christmas in there. That is what I was looking for. Those were the vibes I was looking for holiday book shopping. I hope I got some kind of good footage. I couldn't take my camera out in there. I love this for them. We were pressed up against each other. It was so busy, but there was no way in hell I was taking out my camera. So anyways, I think they didn't have the one book that I set out on this whole expedition planning to find. So I think I'm gonna go to Barnes. Let's go. Well-stocked Barnes have ever been in. That was crazy. I finally had some success. Took 2 days, and how many stores did I go to? 5 stores, but I did it. I have a little haul for you. Also, I have to say I fumbled a little bit and I forgot that one of the books I was going to buy, like that was literally on my list as one of the main books that I was going to shop for when I was at Half Price Books, was The Winners, the 3rd book in the Beartown trilogy by Frederick Bachman. I didn't look for it in either Half Price Books. My bad. It's literally on my December TBR. I was planning on getting it. I was really dumb on my part. So anyways, first of all, blush was adorable. Okay, I loved every single thing in there. That is what I was looking for. I wanted the Christmas vibes. I wanted somebody to be in the holiday spirit, and they were. Okay, they really, really were. They had so many cute trinkets. They had like that whole House of Jupiter clothing section, like the pop-up, which is like really great, I feel like, for bookish gifts. And I don't know, there was just so many things, like the pillows I would have bought. I almost bought that quilted pouch, but then I talked myself out of it because I literally have one of those on my Christmas wish list, on my Etsy wish list, which is like I put in my wish list video. I'm like, just wait and see what you get for Christmas before you buy yourself anything else other than these books. These books are it. But I was really fighting my inner demons. I did, however, have to go ahead and buy this little sticker. It says support your local bookstore. I'll be putting it in my Kindle. It's really cute. It's the only one that I got, but I thought it was really cute. And then, oh, cute. I didn't even see her put this in. Please look at this bookmark that she put in for free. It says booked for the holidays, and then it has a little book stack with a bow on top. You see that? Booked for the holidays. This little vibe we've got going on here. Very, very cute. Loving that. Really, truly just obsessed with the vibes in there. That was really cute. That was really good. I'm glad I went in there. And I did buy a book. The 2 books that I had put on my list that I didn't know a ton about before I was like looking at holiday book lists were The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year, which again, like I said, I didn't realize it was only out in hardcover and that it was like a newer release, and so nobody had it. They didn't even have it in stock at Barnes & Noble online. So that one's about 2 mystery writers, like one thriller and one classic mystery writer, that get locked in a room together and they have to solve crime, and it's like a romance, Christmas romance situation. Just seemed really, really up my alley. Sounded like something I would really like, but that's okay. I'll probably just wait for it to come out in paperback and maybe read it next year or something. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I had also put this one on my list, ironically also with a title starting with Most Wonderful. It's Most Wonderful by Georgia Clark. This is what the cover looks like. It's really cute. Mine is red and it looks very festive and I love her. What I know about this, it is about 3 different siblings, and their relationships when they come home to their eccentric mother's huge mansion for Christmas. And it says a charming queer holiday romance because I think 2 of the couples are queer and 1 is a straight couple, I think. This is a charming queer holiday romance about 3 adult siblings, each at a personal and romantic crossroads, who reunite with their larger-than-life mother at her Catskills Manor for an unforgettable Christmas. From what I read like the first 2 reviews that were non-spoiler on Goodreads, and it seems like this book follows each relationship in equal measure, or tries to at least, and I like the idea of that. So it feels very Love Actually, Valentine's Day kind of vibe. So we'll see if that's what it is in practice, but very hopeful about this. Seems very interesting, and also just the vibes of the cover are quite good. So that's what I got at Lush. I almost got, there were so many things that I picked up and then just had to put down, but highly recommend going to check it out if you're in the Dallas area because it was really cute. That is somebody with taste running that shop, so we love that. And then, as we know, I went to Barnes & Noble because the one book that I had on my list, that I've had on my list even before I started looking, like doing research for shopping for holiday books, we have The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. I'm pretty sure I heard Rachel Catherine talking about this last Christmas, and I think in the time since, Sophie has read it and she gave it 4.5 stars, and she said it was so sweet, so cozy, so festive, so I knew I had to pick it up. I also, just from the second heard what the premise of this was, I knew I really wanted to read it because it's about a group of friends that are on a book club holiday, and then they meet our main character, who is a young widow. Like, her husband that she restored this inn with has passed away. So it's a lot about friendship and new friends and old friends, and also potentially finding love after loss, which I think is really sweet. So yeah, do I love that this is a reflective glossy cover? No, not at all. To be honest with you, I actually hate the glossy cover. This might be one of the few glossy covers that I own. I had to get it. I had to give it a try because this feels like something that I could enjoy reading even outside of the Christmas time. Like, I could probably even read it in January and it would still hit. So we love that. Also, just design does overcome the glossiness. It's fine because it's very cute, so it's okay. And then again, because I don't know exactly what I said when I was explaining what this book was, this is the book that I got at, what it was called? Good Neighbor Bookstore. This is also a wintry Christmassy read, but it's not like a Christmassy rom-com, cute and fluffy, sweet, good time. It is supposed to be very powerful. It's about a man that misses something that's very wrong and very bad, and he kind of has to decide what to do about it because he lives in a town that is very controlled by the church. church, and what happens has to do with the church. And it takes place in the 1980s in Ireland. So it's definitely something that's gonna be different than I think anything I've ever read before, especially because of the length. I'm so curious to see if I feel like it's long enough to really pack a punch. I'm very curious. I'm starting it today, so we are gonna see very soon how I feel about it, but I'm really excited, and I'm glad that somebody had it in stock. I'm sure I could have found it at Barnes, but I was really trying to shop small. I was trying to shop small and secondhand, and clearly the secondhand part was not in my favor today. It's okay. It's and misses, you know? Really should have looked for the winners. Complete the Beartown trilogy, but that's okay. So 3 books for a holiday book haul, not bad at all. Honestly, this is all I wanted to get because I didn't want to overwhelm myself with too many Christmassy books and then run out of time in the month of December to read them. So we're trying to whittle down the physical TBR, not just keep adding to her with seasonal books that will then just sit an entire year. So I'm really gonna try and get through all 3 of these this December. It's my goal. We're gonna see if she can do it. I think I believe in her. We'll see. And obviously I didn't find anything gifting wise for the other people on my list, but I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna keep trying. And honestly, depending on how much I like these books after I read them, specifically these 2, I may or may not be giving one of them to my mom for Christmas. So anyways, thanks for accompanying me on this incredibly chaotic and honestly sort of tragic book shopping excursion. And I hope you're feeling festive. Thank you guys so much for watching. Merry Bookmas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.